Everybody, Big Black Nerd here again with another reaction. And today, I'm gonna be checking out Blink Boys, how Michael Myers killed Halloween for everybody. Yeah, I haven't seen any Halloween movie. Granted, I've never really been a horror movie person, so go figure. But yeah, man, bro, Michael Myers is crazy. I heard like in one movie he got jumped by like the whole town and still got up and killed every single one of them. Like, bro's on demon timing, but hey, I guess we're about to see what he's about to go into for today. So hey, make sure to leave anything you want me to react to down below. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And make sure to vote on our post down below. I'm planning on releasing some movies and TV shows eventually, and if you want to get down on making sure your stuff gets reacted to, then make sure to head down to there as well. So yeah, I guess nothing more to be said. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and let's get into it. I think I said that twice.
This video is sponsored by War Thunder. So the year is 1978, and these cops got a call about a disturbance. It has said 78, right? Yeah, they probably here and got their guns out because someone saw a black person innocently walk past. They've been searching this home for a cool 20 minutes, and I haven't noticed a single piece of furniture yet. And that should have been red flag number 1. Who are we protecting by checking out an abandoned house? I did not sign up to be a ghostbuster. Broski right here walks into a room and starts checking out the view.
Or even worse, freaking Scooby-Doo in the gang. These Ghostbusters have weapons.
Nah, some of these Halloween costumes crazy. Why Ryuk out here looking like Bart from Sesame Street? While he's in the middle of flaming these costumes, he looks down and notices footprints. I don't really see the big deal. Those are his size 11 shoes. Wait. Those are size 11 and a half. As Michael Myers pops out of the darkness and starts choking him against the wall, bro tried to fight back the best he can, punching Michael in his stomach a couple times, but it ain't working. It's crazy too, cause this is really Michael Myers in his rookie season. Look at his mask, that junk cleaner than Drewski's jersey. I know he was catching 0 PT. But then the second officer runs into the room and sees his homie getting choked out. Let him go now!
Or what?
He has a family!
Oh.
Michael Myers isn't taking bro serious and just continues choking out his homie. Buddy moving like this is his first day on the job.
Get over there and help
doesn't
him.
know what to do, so he decides to just
like, bro, he has both hands around his neck. You can go over there and rush him. Like, put down the gun and go like run at him and attack. Because like chances are, by the time it takes for you to get him over there and him to release his hands from like the guys being strangled, you can get over there and prevent this from happening. Like, come on, man.
shoot his partner. Then got the audacity to be
Why would you shoot the gun with? Look, as a person who is aware of his capabilities, I know what I can, what types of things I can and can't accomplish, right? And if I'm a police officer, right, and I know how to use a gun, but I'm not like freaking dead shot of the police force, I'm not taking that shot. Like, I'm sorry, like all those snipe the dude who has the hostage like this, I'm not dead shot. I'm not taking that shot. So for you to already be shaken in your boots with your partner being strangled right in front of you is already stupid enough as it is. Like, why would you even consider doing that? Like, like, oh my gosh.
looking like, nah, he's dying. No way, that didn't work. Stupid ass nigga thought this was DBZ. You can't shoot through your homie to kill Michael Myers. Not with that gun. Bro got that shit John Morant had, the Smurf Blaster 3000. Michael drops him and bro misses the shot. This gotta be the worst cop of all time, dog. This who they had on the OJ case. He runs past his dying homie and misses every shot possible while Michael is walking away in the most nonchalant way. I swear he'd have 50 gold medals in the Olympics for race walking. Bro never sprints and somehow moving at the speed of light. His partner dies and Michael gets caught outside by the police where they manage to lock him up. Free my son Lil Mike Measy, he innocent. So now we get to the current day, and for some context, I'm only covering Halloween Kills, which is Halloween 2. Halloween 3 is unbelievably bad, and Halloween 1 there's barely any cool kills. But in Halloween 1, to get us to this point, Michael, after being arrested and locked up for decades, escapes the insane asylum, goes on a tirade, and it ends with Michael eventually being trapped into a burning building. Surely he got straight fried in there. Say the line for me, Shaquille O'Neal.
Barbecue chicken alert! Barbecue chicken alert!
And so we pick up with the firefighters going in there to put out all the flames. But bro,
Hey, have y'all eaten that Shack pizza? I haven't. Granted, I'm only in here, like, I'm the only one in this room. But, like, I don't know. I've had pizzas in the room before. Like, it wouldn't be different. I mean, I'm not eat a pizza for a whole meal type of guy, to be honest. Like, if I buy myself a pizza, it's gonna either be the whole day's worth of food or it's gonna at least be leftovers. Like, that's just me. And when it comes to a Shack pizza, I can only imagine it's like 10 times bigger. So yeah, I don't know if I'm taking that, Chief.
right there, of course, falls through the floor and he's hurt himself to the point where he can't move.
Yo, I need help!
You are the help.
Well, send more help! I can't move! Flames everywhere!
Oh, not gonna lie, broski, I'm the only one here, and that sounds dangerous. But before help could make its way to bro, he starts staring around and spots Michael Myers, who then walks up on him.
What the
How did he live? That supposed to look like he brought shame to the Fire Nation all over his body right now. He kicks the firefighter, goes and picks up his axe and hits him in the face with it. Now his mask is open, so he's already cooked, inhaling straight carbon monoxide and wood chips. And to make a bad situation horrible, Michael Myers hits him again and then delivers the final blow, killing him right through the head. Got bro's head on the ground looking like a crushed watermelon, and then he starts acting like he's appreciating vintage art or something. That Killmonger, staring at bro's brains, getting the angles right. They both two psychopaths, so I'm not surprised, except Killmonger probably worse. At least Michael ain't make that bullshit main.
Man, are all these things at all like post Killmonger? I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, I would assume so. And like freaking Miles from Insomniac, like he got it for no reason really. Like he could have just had the same haircut from the first game and it would have been fine. Like no one asked for that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't mind it at all. I thought it was all right. It didn't bother me as much as it bothered a lot of people. But like, you know what I mean?
Stream. The second firefighter is searching for his homie, and all I could think about is Green Goblin pretending to be somebody's grandmother. Reaches out his hand for his partner and gets catfished. That ain't Michaela, that's Michael. Got the rest of them outside frozen in fear from the screams. And like a claustrophobic on the elevator with Rod Wave, their fears were validated. Because out through the smoke and fire comes Michael Myers, standing there not saying a word, just readying his weapon. And look at the look on their faces, scared as hell.
Smell like in here. All y'all smell like this to me.
Michael already knows this is free eats. He begins to start walking up on them. And bro, when I tell you I cannot make this shit up, like we see dumb things in horror movies all the time. Hey, there's a creepy dark tunnel. Let's check it out. For some reason, y'all still keep having kids in a quiet place, people not moving out of haunted towns. I'd live in Atlanta before this. But this takes the cake, man. Bro starts spraying Michael Myers with the water hose, but he thought giving Michael a shower would be his.
Sorry, I was reaching for the pause button. What? I mean, I could understand if you had like one of those freaking power hoses that I can understand if you look one of those power fire hoses or whatever. But if this man is using like a regular freaking, this looks like this man was spraying him with a garden hose or something, bro. Like, your best chance to do against someone who walked out of a firehouse with a weapon at hand and he's still walking towards you is run. Like, even if you get the first guy that tried that stupid stuff, I'm running after you kill him. Like, you ain't getting me.
His weakness. He isn't a League of Legends pro. That wasn't gonna work, gang. Michael Myers uses the bar and just stabbed him in the face 2 times, killing him. And that was really bad work for the firefighter. But to be fair, they ain't sign up for this. Are we gonna get mad at the plumber for not being able to train your dog? Michael weaves an axe and clocks him and hits another and stabs him with the bar right through the head. The next firefighter is standing off to the side like these, thinking Michael Myers won't see him, just to get impaled and lifted 10 feet up into the air, legs dangling. Micheal making that man look like an Everybody Hates Chris ragdoll. And the last guy, well, he might have gotten it the worst. He tries using an electric saw on Micheal, but he gets reversed and ends up getting done like deli meat right through the middle. Bro should have just ran when he had the chance. He probably knew if he ran he'd be called a coward. But man, don't let them gaslight you.
Do firefighters not have weapons? No, I'm pretty sure they have what you would consider weapons. I mean, you already got the freaking power hose, which theoretically should be able to harm a person. I mean, they literally used those back then for reasons I feel like we already know. But like, I feel like that should do something. But obviously, Mike Myers is built different, so it wouldn't work on him. But like, even so, I mean, they had axes, but like, obviously, Michael's the more skilled fighter, so. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess firefighters aren't trained to fight people. Are they? I don't know. Like it doesn't seem like it'd be part of their job description, given their whole thing is pretty much just putting out fires and rescuing whoever could be inside of a building. But I don't know if they're trained to really fight anybody because it's not really a regular thing they come across. I don't know. If anyone knows if firefighters are trained to fight people, like leave it below because I'm
Be
actually confused.
yourself.
If people don't like it, if you're being yourself.
So Micheal is officially on the loose, and we pan over to Unc and Auntie trying to get Liddy as her drone hits the wall and falls down. She's over here struggling to figure out how to make it take flight again, and Unc said, hold on, let me get that. I was a demon on Pac-Man back in '82. Meanwhile, he got the controller upside down and shit. But before he could even show his skills and get the chance to make it fly back over towards them, that junk gets thrown back onto the couch from the darkness, and it's got them absolutely shitting themselves. That was red flag number 1, and that should have been the only flag necessary. You said KSI music not that bad? I've seen enough. Get the
So what is Michael Myers' goal? Like, is he just a regular serial killer, or does he just walk around the earth just doing whatever he wants for no real reason? Like, I know that's like a lot of slasher films. It's just a random character just killing random people. 'Cause I guess they just enjoy killing people. Like, does Michael Myers have a goal, or is he literally just wandering the earth, killing random people, going into their houses and just causing mass destruction? Is that his deal?
out. Unc starts walking over and Auntie don't play. She pick up the bottle of wine and the toy for some reason. I don't know how that's supposed to help. Especially while Unc is foolishly walking towards the darkness and we see her in the background holding that bottle of wine ready to hit a mean home run, going side to side, hitting peaks in this bitch like it's Rainbow Six Siege. This has really turned into war. But speaking of Michael Myers at war, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, War, and is available now. Got one of the most
That's skipping, man. I'm sorry. Congrats on the sponsor, though.
Thunder. Today, to our fans of Xbox, new one receive a massive bonus pack across all, includes multiple 100,000 only, so closer. He gets to the quick. Eventually, though, after slowly creeping and inching closer and closer, he gets to the door, hitting the light switch, revealing Micheal, who shuts that shit off. And he quickly shuts the door and tells her to call the cops. But her slow self, she just standing there.
Get out the way.
He even tells her a second time, and as he's walking towards her, he gets grabbed by Micheal through the glass, getting his head banged over and over again. And she's still just standing there, hitting the Derek Jeter. You grabbed the bottle for a reason, right? What you up in that shit for if you not gonna shoot? Micheal then grabs him by the head while he's up against the glass and stabs him in the neck. And now it's officially wraps for him. And this is when she finally decides to dip out and go call for help from the police. Are you f***ing serious, Slim Shady? You waited till he was for sure dead to call the cops? Your husband is white. They would have gotten here in seconds.
Like, at that point, I have to believe that this is like an insurance policy thing. Like, you waited until he died to run and get help, even though really you both should have at least gotten out the house. If someone's inside throwing your stuff back at you and you had no one in there previously, like, I feel like that's on both y'all. But I feel like if you wait until I'm assuming he's like your, I don't know, husband or something like that. Like, I assume that's who he is. But if you wait until after he dies and then you decide to get help, I'm just going to assume that this is like all a plan to They get like his life insurance policy or something.
So she runs into the kitchen, and it turns out she's actually just trying to dip until Michael Myers shows up at the door and she starts crying in fear. But not gonna lie, bro, watching this and seeing him stand in that door frame, Michael tall as hell. Where does this take place again?
6'9"? Bro, he's about as tall as yeah. Oh man, he's about as tall as my friend. And I know he's probably watching this and I'm looking at you. Yeah. I saw that comment the other day. So selfish, huh? I bet you're gonna do it again after I release this video. Yeah, I know how you do it. And you know who you are, but still, like, bro, 6'9" is crazy work. Like, good lord. Is the actor, you know what? Oh my god.
Again? Illinois? Yeah, all y'all suspects. She eventually decides to grab a kitchen knife, holding it up, trying to make that small tomato dicer look vicious. Just put it down, bro. Also, why the hell did she stop opening the door? He was just standing there staring. You could have already ran out. Michael just casually walks over and grabs out the kitchen.
Also, it looked like you opened like the top latchet thing. At that point, just unlock the regular door and run out. Like, he's just standing there, like. And from how fast you move, you're not old. You're not that old to where you're not at least gonna run faster than this man walking. So just get. No, because you probably don't got your keys, so you can't get to the car. Dang, what could you? Dang, I'm sorry, old lady. What could you do?
A true psychopath. You know how hot those light bulbs be getting? He then breaks it on the counter and looks right at her.
Nope,
and in all this time, she still hasn't opened the door to leave. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's probably locked. This is her house. How is the door permanently locked on the inside? Idiot just standing there begging with that baby knife. If he was some garlic or onions, I bet he'd be shivering right now. As she offers no resistance, getting stabbed. That boy keeping some insane eye contact. I know his freaky ass under the mask, biting his lip, groaning and shit. This the type of stuff that make him horny. Blood gushing everywhere, dead bodies lying around.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
He then takes it out and look at this. Got shorty hitting spin moves out of frame. This is crazy. Somehow though, Unc is still alive and Michael Myers drags his body and has Auntie watch him stab her husband over and over again. And I want y'all to really keep in mind, bro, I shortened this a lot. He goes at this for a solid 2 minutes straight while she just sits there watching. Michael Myers really a different breed, bruh. Can't believe people really tried to compare Ghostface or Jason to him, talking about
Hey, Ghostface ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Bro's an amateur serial killer. All he has is a kitchen knife that I can get at Walmart. If you don't get a gun and shoot this man, I mean, I know they shot with a shotgun in that one movie, but bro, I think he's still pretty much human, and I know there's technically more than one Ghostface, but still. Like, come on, like, I heard they put him in Mortal Kombat. You guys get to pick any horror villain to be in Mortal Kombat, but Ghostface can't do nothing more but stab people. I mean, I know in the game they're gonna do some crazy stuff to up his combat skills or whatever, but like, come on, man. Like, most of his moves just gotta be stabbing you. Like, that's gotta be all it is,
right?
The
new gen Michael Myers. Yeah, and they also saying this the new gen Michael Jackson. Let's be serious.
Call on a mission, submitting the spot is the greatest that did it before it all ends.
He then says, oh shoot, they got the good IKEA knives. Takes that junk and dips out to go ruin Halloween for more people. It's worth noting that the town has had enough and actually assembled into groups to fight back against Michael Myers.
Okay, so this is the movie that I mentioned in the intro. Like, bro, everyone jumped this man and he's still a squad wipe the whole village.
Listen, man, it's Halloween. I should be able to be Iron Man or whatever the fuck this is and have a good time without being scared of dying. So they split into groups of 3 to go out and find Michael themselves. Tommy Doyle leading one, Lindsay Wallace leading another, and Allison with her boyfriend and Unc as another. Clearly the Amber Alert hasn't gone out yet though, because people still out here trick-or-treating and she knocks on the door talking about her friend over there. The kid, young boy always clean plate, is laid out. They go over to try to help him, but then their door shuts on them. Now everyone is nervous, so they try to feed him Kit Kats and Snickers to wake him up, but it ends up being a prank. Turns out that he's fine, and the door was just their other friend, and the 2 of them got pranked by 3 little kids. Later on though, the group led by Lindsay arrive to the park and see those same kids out there swinging. So she goes over to them and they think it's all sunshine and rainbows swinging on the swing set. They talking about they made friends with some really cool cosplayer who's been staring at them from across the park. And at the same time they noticed that
we made friends with a really cool cosplayer that's staring at us from across the park. You know what? Even if this wasn't Michael Myers, that would still be just cause to run. Especially as a kid. Like, let's eliminate Michael Myers from this whole situation. A random guy in a costume that's obviously a freaking adult, bro, 6'9", is staring at you just minding your own business. And you just sit there and act like everything's chill. It's crazy.
they're like, wait, where's Billy? They point over and it's f***ing Michael Myers, bloody knife in one hand and little Billy's head in another. Lindsay tells them to skedaddle, so they get the hell up out of there. Thing is though, Michael Myers was standing right behind the car with the others in it. And before Lindsay could warn them or anything, Auntie with her 520 vision, squinting and stuff, peeps him in the mirror and he jumps on top of the car. Hey, this what y'all signed up for. Y'all told Tommy Doyle we gon' get him. We ride or dies, right? Y'all better than me.
Any of you that got a problem with me, come kill my uncle about it.
But first issue, why Granny got the gun? My dog, as the man in the car, if you don't hold it instead, using her other hand to hold it up, that's too heavy for her. She's swinging so crazy too. Shorty had to tell her, yo, chill where you aiming that. And unfortunately, Granny shows off exactly why she shouldn't have had the gun in the first place. Cause Michael puts the skull mask to the windshield and she shoots it thinking it's him. I can just imagine this whole situation probably looks so goofy from the outside point of view, bro. A hand then hits the window, she shoots it and decides now to lock the door after the window is already gone. I swear I just want to smack all these dudes.
You know what? I never watch horror movies, and like I've never understood people that say, I wish you would have done it this way. But I can see it now. I understand why people are so mad that why did you do that? I honestly can see that now. Like after seeing this, I completely understand why. It's just like, why did you do that? And like, why is everyone so stupid? I completely understand now.
Bro. She then starts aiming all crazy again, got them ducking, and they can't get out the car because she locked the doors. I don't know, at this point it seemed like Granny is a bigger threat to their life than Michael Myers is. She's literally just panicking. Bro, peep, there's nobody at this window and she still decides to shoot it. What are you shooting at?
Step back one-legged. What kind of shot
Bro,
is
you've
that?
already wasted
Have
like
you ever
3
shot that
bullets.
shot? Do you work on that shot? Wait.
She gets grabbed by the back of the head and now all of a sudden she don't want to shoot the damn gun anymore. All this tugging and pulling, what type of car are y'all in? Is this made out of vibranium? Shoot through the roof and hit him. I also want y'all to peep how only the guy is over there helping her. Well, yeah, that's because the other girl jumped through the car window to get up out of there. And I can't blame her. But hold on, bro. I know that ain't what I think it is. She had a gun this whole time?
And that's a better gun than the one like Grandma had a freaking revolver. Like she had that freaking 1940s at-home pistol. And you have a freaking, what is that? Like, look, I'm 40, that was like a freaking police-issued pistol. Like, bro, if you don't use that gun, like you could have pulled it out before Grandma did and that would have been fine because she obviously is not good under pressure. But you are smart enough to get out of the car. Like if you don't use this time right now to run around and shoot Michael Myers, I'm gonna be mad.
That junk look modern too. Unlike the one Granny got, that's that shit Christopher Columbus was wielding.
Bro, I already made the same joke. Like if you don't get the I mean, I don't know how old the Christopher Columbus story was, but bro, that's the freaking like it's Discovering America type beat, man.
But Michael's death grip is so crazy, he never actually lets go. They just managed to pull her hard enough that her hair rips out her head. They trying to dip, but Michael Myers said, nuh-uh. Come out and play. That boy dropped down and said, "Where y'all going?" And instantly goes to Granny, who's not taking the shot for some reason. Again, the trigger finger was crazy, but now she's hesitant? It doesn't get more point blank than this, bruh. Even dude in the back like, dang, you gonna shoot? Even Micheal was confused. You know it's bad when even your opponent's talking about that you're selling. You put up that shot and the other team talking about, oh yeah, this 6v4 go crazy. She finally tries to shoot and got no bullets. So he starts
That wasn't even 6 bullets in the freaking chamber. Like, how you gonna have a gun with only half of it loaded? I mean, I don't know. I guess you don't know who Michael Myers is and you don't know who you're dealing with. So I guess, and all of y'all had guns, so I'm assuming you felt like you wouldn't be having to do nothing really.
pressing her, you know? Maybe that clip you emptied into the car windows would have been real useful right now. Michael Myers don't care about the elderly and starts stabbing her over and over again. But remember bro in the back seat? There was 2 whole guns in the car and he had neither. But he said, oh yeah, this stethoscope all me, using it to strangle Michael Myers. And low-key I was thinking to myself like, alright broski, you already the first black guy in a horror movie not to die first, so maybe you different. Until Michael Myers just stares at him and then stabs him through the
That's devious work. You know what? Bro, you know how crazy it is to freaking to have someone strangled in the position and bro just like bro's looking dead in your eyes as you're strangling him and gets off the oh man. Come on now. Don't. There you go.
eye. But Michael turns because Shorty spun the block after everyone's already dead to come out here and miss every shot possible. And forget whatever I said about the fireman who tried to stop Michael Myers with the hose, cause he was onto something compared to her who dies because Michael kicks the door open.
That has to be one of the most that has to be like one of the most bad luck deaths I've ever seen. The bro kicks the gun so it flips around while you're already pulling the trigger. Like, that's gonna be like one of the worst ways to die.
That junk was so goofy, I'm tempted to run it back with goddamn Looney Tunes music playing over it this time. And you know what? I blame Tommy Doyle for this. Why were you out here giving Captain America motivational speeches and shit to these people?
He'll still be alive right now if you ain't gas him up.
But Michael forgot about Lindsay, who was back there putting Brownie's jump shot into a sock, and she sneaks up whacking him in the head with a sock of bricks twice, somehow though he's just unfazed by it. Hitting her with the Stephen A. Smith face and then just starts choking her against the car, but she smartly goes for the mask, taking it off, and Michael, knowing he's chopped, can't let that happen. So while he's fixing it, she manages to get away into the woods, and surprisingly, she gets away. I didn't think she would because Michael be moving at a snail's pace but still going 100 miles per hour. The fastest slow person I've ever seen. Step aside, Noah Lyles. We go back to Diddy and Usher from earlier who got pranked and they're spooked because they heard a noise and there's blood on the door. They both arm themselves, him using the smallest knife in the world, but he think Kaisen at the serial killer. Luckily, the other guy's a bit smarter and they lock the doors. But hear me out. Instead of locking the doors, you could have just left the house. But low-key, I feel it. Someone tries to rob me, I'm whipping out that pocket knife, and if they get scared and run away, I'm chasing them down. Yeah, now I'm the problem. One eventually goes upstairs while the other is scoping out the dining room. Buddy right here holding out that knife like that bitch a sentry drone capable of shooting bullets. He been so goofy with the knife this entire time. They clearly should have never separated. I knew it really got bad when he started checking out the bed. Like, what are you doing? I told you, I knew he shouldn't have gone in there.
Also, let me say this. If the whole town, if the whole town is aware of Michael Myers going around and killing people, and everyone knows this man's just walking around, why not evacuate? It's like, it doesn't seem like it's like a big town. It looks like a small country town. So like, for all y'all know, if y'all all know a serial killer is in y'all's midst, and apparently y'all don't got no freaking police, to help y'all right now because apparently, apparently every citizen in this whole town knows about the daggone serial killer, but not one of y'all decided to tell the police while y'all all decided to split up and find this guy. Like at that point, just evacuate. What do you have to prove to a serial killer? Like that we beat you or that you can't kill no one no more? Like just leave. Like I think you'll save the better struggle you because obviously dang near none of y'all got guns. Like dang near none of y'all have guns. And y'all all holding knives and like a knife can only be effective if you're efficient at knowing how to counterattack. Like you can't just grab a knife and expect to be the winner because a knife can be counteracted if you know how to do it. Like you can like a knife can be dodged better than a bullet can, if that makes sense. Like there's a chance that you can just like either just get it like move the knife out the way and like maybe get a scratch on your hand and like ooh that's rough, but like no one's that strong to slice through your freaking arm with one swipe with a kitchen knife. At least not like one clean swipe, but still like I feel like even then you should still I feel like the gun would be better in the situation. Granted, guns don't kill Michael Myers. And I don't even know why I even bother with this whole statement. But I'm just speaking from the perspective of people that don't know that this dude is a freaking immortal demon or whatever he is.
Look how he was holding that knife. Knew it was Raps. Gay men got the weakest coordination of all time. Michael Myers got him spazzing, turns him around and starts gouging his eyes out until he eventually drops to the floor. And while extremely painful, this attack does seem survivable, right? Like, yeah, his eyeballs are cooked and he can't put on deodorant anymore, but he didn't hit any major organs. But when his husband comes upstairs and finds him, he's 100%, no question about it, dead. I guess Michael went into his eyes so hard he went through his skull and scrambled his brains with his thumbs or something, because he should still be alive, especially so soon after the attack. You did not bleed out. Brody looks up and he sees Michael just catching a view. That can't wait to get out there and ruin some more lives. But first, he gotta deal with this man. And man, they don't even got the heart to show it to us. So eventually an APB goes out. Michael Myers is wildin'. I just heard screams coming from the Slay boy's house.
Sorry.
So the group with Allison, her boyfriend, and Unc head into the house. And to give them some credit, they do go into this hole with shotguns and
Thank you. Like, sorry about that whole weird thing with the pause, but still, thank you. I mean, I know it's still not going to do anything, but at least, at least y'all bothered to, at least y'all finally are able to get the police on this. Like, and how long did this take? Y'all had random citizens out here trying to catch this guy. Like, in a real world, no regular citizens trying to find a serial killer. Like, like let's be real. In real life, people aren't trying to fight serial killers. Like, I don't care how much of a hero you want to be. People are not trying to find serial killers. Unless your job is to find them, you're not going to find them or even bother attempting to find them. Even if they have a bounty on their head, who's going to try and find a serial killer? Even if you have like all the artillery on you, like you can only imagine like when you have the title of serial killer, there's nothing that this person won't cross to do to you. And like and like obviously a lot of serial killers are good at hiding, so like chances are you're not going to be able to find them that easily. But like I don't even know, man. At least they got shotguns, even though they won't do anything, unfortunately.
each hand, so they didn't come to play games. They eventually notice this door is slightly left open, so they get their tactical positions. She got her hand on the trigger, ready to let it fly, and he uses his leg to kick open the door, and she blasts the first thing she sees, which turns out to just be a pumpkin. But while they're catching their breath, suddenly
You know what's funny? I've been watching too much Walking Dead recently, and so I feel like every time that I see someone die, I just imagine them going back as walkers for some reason. I just imagine like shotguns attract the killers in these. I've been watching too much Walking Dead recently. Like it makes me question how death works in fiction now for no reason.
Suddenly, music starts playing. They obviously hear it, so they make their way upstairs to find 2 dead bodies laying there,
Why would you
clearly
go up
dead.
there?
But this is where it all falls apart. She puts her shotgun down to go see the dead bodies for
You know what? You know what would have been a better idea? Is if after you hear there's obviously a noise coming from the house, you let the police know, hey, we found him, because obviously they're looking for him. They have an APB out on the man. And now they actually know, and now you know where they are. So at this point, call the police. This is modern day. Y'all obviously have cell phones. So now that you know where the dude is, call the police. And they're obviously going to be on speed dial because they clearly put out a manhunt on this man. So why not just do that?
for some reason, and he separates from her to go check out the other room alone. And you can clearly tell just based on one glance, he's terrified right now. Look at his face and breathing. And I don't blame him, but my thing is, if you're not built for this, leave it to the people who are. KSI talking about he's so nervous to reveal his hidden talent of music. You should have kept it hidden, gang. That bravery shit overrated anyways. He suspects Micheal might be in the closet. I don't know what his sexual orientation got to do with this, but hey. But as he's walking over, blood starts to fall in his hands. He looks up and his uncle who they came in here with stuffed up in the attic. I don't know how he got killed so fast. He only entered the house like 10 seconds before they eventually decided to go in too. Allison boyfriend's so shook right now.
Okay, so apparently, as he went in, not only did he get killed, but Mike also has somehow found the time to get him stuffed up in the attic as Jarl was already in the house. Like at that point, there's nothing more you can do but run. Because like if a dude can do that in such short amount of time, and you not know that he did it at all, like you didn't hear no screams, no nothing. Bro did a silent takedown from Arkham Batman, and y'all are still looking around. Like, bro, like at this point, you're next if you don't leave this place.
That boy called out, "Mommy!" But you know what? Before he got distracted with the body dripping on him, it turns out his intuitions was spot right on. Cause Michael Myers pops out the closet and of course he misses and gets stabbed in the gut twice, same spot. And y'all won't believe this. Allison heard all what's going on, but before helping right away, she decides to turn off the music first. First of all, that shit was a banger, don't touch the aux. Second of all, why was that the necessary first step, bruh? She eventually goes in with the shotgun, losing it instantly, but actually manages to stab Michael Myers 3 times.
Why would you walk towards him with the shotgun though? Like at least get the gun in. Like, okay, so he's just standing right outside the door where you are, right? Just grab the shotgun, click clack, and just like shoot it from out. Now you know what? Never mind, because I mean, bro did get stabbed, especially in like I want to say like his kidneys or whatever. So yeah, that's not a survivable stab if you don't get it. If you don't get help like immediately, like nah, that's a pretty fatal stab. So chances are he's not gonna come back from that. But still, like, man, I don't know. He's not gonna die anyway. I don't know why I keep doing
like,
these
okay,
pauses.
that was solid, but
Like,
damn.
I don't know why I keep doing these pauses. I know he doesn't die from any of this, but like, I know he doesn't die from anything. But like, it's just, dang it.
Of all the people, why do y'all keep challenging him to a knife fight? Hey Flash, race me, but we both have to be on foot.
That's a great idea.
Grabs her hair, smells her breath, damn, bangs her head and throws her towards the stairs. He got that super soldier strength, so she naturally goes tumbling down the stairs, and when she reaches the bottom, her leg is about toast, which means her boyfriend Cameron is stuck in an ISO versus Michael Myers. He takes the knife out of himself and goes over to grab the gun, and Michael's like, yeah, nah buddy, not happening. And bro, this is just foul. Michael grabs him by the hair, tosses him towards the stairs, and begins banging his head against it. And once it breaks, Michael shows that he's really the goat of this slasher movie stuff. The creativity is really off the charts. He starts using
He
the broken
stabbed
parts
him
of the
with the-
railing to stab him up and down, even starts going side to side. And I'm sorry, bro, but I can't help but laugh at this scene right here. It's so unserious. I saw that and instantly thought of,
I won't let him get away. What are you doing?
but Michael Loki looking at her like, you know what, you convinced me. I'ma let him live. Michael then walks around the staircase to start walking down to kill her now, sees bro there fighting for his life and says, well, don't mind if I do. Snaps his neck, killing him. And he continues on until MM gets to the...
I mean, at that point, just do that. Like, you'd be all extra up, down, left, right, X, Y, Z, double down, F, Y, freaking Mortal Kombat fatalities controls. Like, if you don't just snap my neck and be done with it, like, you're just playing with my freaking corpse at this point.
bottom of the stairs.
Who?
Nah, MM is crazy. I don't even know bro like that. Michael presses her and she goes for a stab, puts her on one knee using both hands while she's only using one hand, and somehow he isn't strong enough to outmuscle her. 30 minutes ago, he picked up a whole grown man with a staff. Even Michael confused, tilting his head like, what the f the writer's doing? This the exact look Thanos gave Cap. Why the hell are you so strong for? Allison's mother, Karen, comes through with a rake, shoving it into Michael Myers' back, laying him out on the stairs. This is personal for Karen. You can see the hate in her face, and it's because her mother, Lori, is like Michael Myers' #1 op, and she's talking shit to him on the ground. Michael's like, what you say? And gets stomped out. And that's the end of it. Michael Myers' reign of terror is over. Not gonna lie, Michael was putting up numbers though. Jason, Freddy Krueger, and Ghostface gonna be spooked when they find out how much people he killed.
70? Yeah, 70.
Thing is though, we know Michael isn't dead. They should have went up and got one of those shotguns to make sure the job was finished. Instead, Karen decides to take Michael Myers' mask, knowing my man is chopped and not trying to show his face, talking about some na boo boo, and takes off, so he has to follow. Eventually, he finds his mask on the ground, and it turns out that this was a trap. The entire town with their pitchforks and knives surround him from all angles, even the 100-year-old sheriff who clearly sucks at his job, and Michael is just like, oh word? Hold up, let me pull out the shiesty for this one, getting his battle mask ready. Alright, so who getting it first? And bro, from my glance, I only count one gun, just straight baseball bats and wooden planks. Why are they using strictly Paleolithic weapons? Where are all the guns, gang? But they start perfectly executing jumping, beating the mess out of him, and I gotta say, this is impressive work. I did not expect this. But Michael was of course gonna fight back. He got a bet with Jigsaw and Pennywise, can't go out like this. So he misses his knife, gets hit in the back, and cuts the guy with the gun, getting hit with the bat in the chest. I take back what I said about this being impressive work. Why would the guy with the gun ever go into stab range? Y'all trying to lose. He does still manage to spray Michael Myers though.
Yeah, like that's the whole point of a freaking gun. That is the whole point of a freaking gun, is that it's a ranged attack weapon. That is the whole point of a freaking gun, is that it's ranged. Like, why do you think most wars are fought with guns or tanks? Like, people ain't out in freaking wars tussling with swords anymore. Like, bro, come on now. Like, why do you think freaking... You know what? I'm gonna let it go, because like I said, these pauses don't matter because he's immortal. But dang. It's just, it makes me mad, because like, I don't know. It's like even if bro wasn't immortal, he still would survive this whole movie because of how terrible these guys are at fighting or killing, or I mean, I guess you can't just accidentally be good at killing, but still, like, even if you didn't have immortal powers, it just seems like they wouldn't be able to tap him in this movie just because they suck at this.
Laying him out, and they said, man, keep your ass down. And he tries to get up again, but bro, they real life just not giving him the chance. This the most vicious yet justified jumping I've seen in a while, until the point where he stops moving. Got my son spazzing, while Karen hits the don't mind if I do move, and finally, Michael has been defeated. Karen and Allison embrace as the fight is over. Lori in the hospital finding out that her beef with Micheal since 1978 is finally over.
Hey, look, some people need to be gone, bro. You know what I'm talking about, in order for to get better. And he one of them.
But I was happy as hell when I found out Vaughn was dead. I cooked for the whole day.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers.
And the sheriff using his brain about to shoot him in the head to make sure it's truly over. Yes, sir.
What the f***, Damn!
Guy in the tiger shirt gets stabbed in the neck. Micheal then slits the guy's Achilles, and at this point, y'all gotta just concede defeat. It's GG's. There's no killing him. Just nuke the town. Micheal grabs the crowbar from bro and then breaks his arm, and the next guy just gets cut so easily. And he just keeps going, dog. Stabs this guy, then looks to make sure that the camera's getting it. Don't worry, bro. We see it, bro. Goes over and stabs this girl in the back, killing her too, slicing him in the back. Tommy Doyle thinks he's the savior, but he just gets stabbed in the chest, which eventually makes him fall down on his back. The camera pans and all you can see is pure horror in his face as Micheal uses his own bat against him. Whole time this going on, Karen and everyone is ignorant to it because they're somewhere else. So she still thinks they've won, and for context, the window she's staring at is the same window Micheal was looking out of, and happens to be that specific window he always looks out of. So she goes up there to look out of it and maybe try to see what Micheal sees, but instead of seeing what Micheal sees, she sees what Michael's victims see. Because somehow, someway, he's right behind her and starts stabbing her over and over again. I really have no idea how he snuck past all the ambulance and people that were outside 2 seconds ago. And that's how you know it's personal, cause instead of killing all the people outside, he went inside and purposely went for her first. And that's confirmed with how it pans from Lori to her daughter getting murdered back and forth. That's the final showdown, and potentially the only one who could stop Michael Myers, her and like f***ing Goku, the only two. Until Michael Myers does the kill shot on Karen and stares out the window, cause he knows he's not done yet and may never be done. Shout out to War Thunder again for sponsoring today's video.
Oh, Michael Myers, Michael. Always just doing the freaking most. Always just doing the freaking most. I feel like I've wasted so much of my energy just talking about this guy today for this one. So hey, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Make sure to leave anything you want me to react to down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. And God bless.